Hello, this is Dr. Danny C. Murphy, the Associate General Presbyter for Mission, Congregational Development, and Evangelism for Trinity Presbytery. I want to welcome you to our third video on the subject of congregational transformation. And the purpose of this video series is to encourage those church leaders, pastors, and elders of congregations that have not gotten involved in the spiritual strategic journey process, which is the means by which we're engaged in congregational transformation here in Trinity Presbytery, to get involved in 2010. With that being said, let me just review where we've been. In video number one, we defined congregational transformation. In video number two, we explored the need for congregational transformation. And in this video, we want to address the question, how widespread is the need for congregational transformation? And I want us to address this question by looking at this 10-year change in membership for several mainline denominations. Notice here that the American Baptists during this 10-year period lost over 185,000 members. The Disciples of Christ lost over 196,000 members. The Evangelical Lutheran Church of America lost over 163,000 members. The Presbyterian Church USA, our own denomination, lost over 336 members. The Reformed Church of America lost over 16,000 members. The United Church of Christ lost over 229,000 members. And the United Methodist Church lost over 401,000 members. Now, with this membership loss trend across several mainline denominations, it does seem to indicate that the need for congregational transformation is very widespread. Well, in addition to membership loss across mainline denominations, let's take a look at church closings in America. One resource says that in America, between 3,500 and 4,000 churches die and close their doors each year. Now, let me put this in perspective for you. This means that this coming Sunday, between 67 and 77 congregations will worship, and after their worship, they're going to lock the door, and it's going to be locked forever because they are never going to worship there again as a congregation. So it would seem with all of these church closings all across America, the membership loss in several different denominations, that there's a widespread need for congregational transformation. Now, in addition to membership loss and church closing, what are some other signs that indicate that a church is in need of congregational transformation? That if they don't turn their situation around, that they're going to contribute to the membership loss and the church closings in the future. Where here is one, drifting day to day. You know, a congregation just drifts day to day. There's doesn't seem to be any sense of direction or purpose within the life of this church. People show up, and but they're not moving anywhere, going anywhere. They just seem as if they're marking time. There's very little planning in this type of church because they just simply take whatever they did for the previous year, they roll all of that over to their calendar for the upcoming year. So they're just drifting day to day. Another sign is a firefighting mode of operation because people are no longer focused outward on reaching others, but now they're focused inward on themselves. An environment is created where there's a lot of conflict going on. As soon as you put out this fire here comes up, you put out that fire, another one starts here, put out this one, another one starts over here. And so the leadership just feel like they're firefighters. In fact, some elders on sessions that rotate off, once they rotate off, they vow never, ever to go on a session again. Why? Because the congregation is in a firefighting mode of operation. Another sign is no leadership training program in place. I mean, no sense of discipleship training where you are developing and equipping members and mobilizing them for ministry and mission. Either the leadership is forced to work beyond its experience level, or the leadership is virtually non-existent, which results in people just doing their own thing, going in their own directions. Another sign is members of the church are making very different assumptions, resulting in progressive frustration, tension, and pressure. You know, notice this guy here working hard, working up a sweat, pushing the box this way, totally unaware that another person is over here working just as hard and sweating, pushing the box this way. So in congregations like this, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. And so rather than working together, they really are working against one another. Another sign is declining participation in prayer, Bible study, church school, small group ministry. I mean, declining participation in those activities that lead to spiritual formation. Another sign is declining financial contributions. There's no sense of stewardship of time or talent, and not even when it comes to stewardship of treasure. Another sign is the leadership team has no clear context for decision making. And so, therefore, they're experiencing paralyzing indecision. They are basically in deep stalemate. They don't know which way to turn, left or right, go forward or backwards. They have no idea. Another sign is the lack of unity and team spirit because everyone is playing and singing off of different sheets of music. And even when they have the same hymn book, they're singing different hymns in that hymn book. So there's a lack of unity and team spirit within the life of the congregation. Another sign is both dull and uninspiring worship services that result in a high percentage of worshipers who leave feeling that they haven't connected with God. Now, notice I did not say that they're not leaving feeling good. No, they're leaving not feeling that they've connected with God. Why? Because the worship service is both dull and uninspiring. And because of that, people leave not feeling that they've actually been in the presence of God. Another sign is being unprepared for explosive growth. When things start happening, folk are outgrowing their facilities, they're outgrowing their staff, they're unprepared and outgrowing their funds. I mean, they're experiencing a great transitional stress that's just resulting in a lot of mess for them. Now, what else would you add to the list? Because I'm pretty sure that if you took time, you could indicate some other signs that indicate that a church is in need of congregational transformation. So, once again, with the membership loss across many denominations and church closures all across America, and signs indicating that churches are in need of transformation, that if they don't change the way that they're doing things, they're going to be contributing to the membership loss and the church closings in the future. All of these things seem to indicate that the need for congregational transformation is widespread. Now, the question is, why is the need for congregational transformation so widespread? Well, that's going to be the subject of video number 4, and I look forward to seeing you there.